And we'll now get into another great matchup. Stu Kennedy cracked the semi-finals here last year, riding unique equipment, shining the spotlight on those Tomo designs, unique boards, but he's got his work cut out because Ethan Ewing, a rookie on the CT, had a 9-point ride on his very first wave.
You know, he's going to need to heed. You're going to need to heed his advice, as they're going to see first here, Ethan Ewing wanting to get a quick start. His last heat took a long time to pick up that first 9. This one, a little sleepy in the start, a little sleepy in the end, kicks out.
And he's up again briefly here as we cut to live action.
And then, obviously, got to execute.
Well, some movement here from the man in red, Stu Kennedy. Let's see what we can do. He's got some speed to burn on this first turn. Cutting through some lumps. This wave's going to fade out, but just got a little bogged down on that first turn. Put his hip out, did a bit of cartilage damage to his ribs, and he's been getting worked on extensively in the lead up to this contest. Says he's starting to feel himself, and there he shows us what he can do, setting the fins free, and again blasting that tail, but it's another short ride. His best result probably last season, even though he had a semi-final here. I thought his strongest performance was at Trestles, where he overcame Mick Fanning. Here's Ethan Ewing. Couple of nice turns. Ethan's from Stradbroke, was even born. So quite a bit of separation between the oldest and youngest on tour. But here is Ethan's wave once again for you.
What I like about Ethan, you know, and if you were going to reflect on the 9-point ride, but he lays over on the rail, you know, and being young, it's a very mature look, but almost, you know, I feel like the board kind of moves similar to what Parko would do, and why you saw that 9-point ride from Parko, very similar. This a little bit different, a little more release out of Stu Kennedy.
It looks like Stu's adding a bit more punch to his turns already in this second round. No second chances in this round. If you bow out, you're going home with the 25th and an awful start to the 2017 season. Here's Stewie again. He's got a steep wall to play with here. And really climbs up into that pocket beautifully, drifting the tail, mixing things up. Some of the moves that we saw from him last year. And still gunning down the line here, bashing away at this ride. This is a more complete wave. And Kennedy's not done yet. He throws a big air on the end section, gets a little hung up in the lip though. That would have certainly pushed that right up into the excellent range. We're going to check in with Kaipo. He's down there with the Stu crew.
So he's with a new wetsuit company and some support coming out of Santa Cruz, and I'm sure there's a cheering squad there. Beautiful looking wave here. I mean, this was one of those waves you've been kind of waiting to see. And with this fuller tide, perfect wave choice. And so really, on top of the fact that he was cutting loose and doing moves like that, this wave just allowed him the opportunity over and over. There's steep lip, and he tagged it, and then going big here on the end section. You know, if we had seen him pull that one off, we probably would have seen it go upwards in the 9s. But even then, still, even without the pull on that last move, it's a big score.
Massive score, 9.1 for Stu Kennedy. It's going to give him a lot of confidence. He's been missing some moments like this through the back half of last season, so getting his 27 campaign off to a great start with a very strong ride here in round 2 against a very tough rookie.
Would you say he's got a little mongrel in him? Did he bring it? Do you have the mongrel in him? Let's see what this one here. I mean, this is that steep section, ton of speed, and goes for it. He almost thought he was going to go for the full reverse. Is that the type of move that he did against Kelly Slater for the win to get a 9? But this one doesn't quite reverse out, just keeps the tail going for just a half second and comes around. Beautiful stuff from Stu Kennedy. That's committed surfing. That's why it's rewarded with 9-point rides. I mean, that was something we haven't seen except for last year, but not this year.
It was a great adjustment because he did come up kind of under the lip.
To get that score right at the end of the heat. I mean, that was tense moments.
Yeah, it was super fulfilling. I mostly just was, every wave I took off on kind of looked good, and I'd get one really good turn, and then it'd go all warbly and weird. And I was like, oh man, come on, just give me one to lay into. So yeah, I've been watching so many good waves all week. And
another big heat unfolding, 14 minutes to go. The pressure is on the rookie, Ethan Ewing. It's been a tough day for the rookie so far. Stu Kennedy lighting up a previous ride, a 9.1 already in the bag, now trying to get rid of a 3.83 to push further ahead. of his young rival, and here he goes on the inside. Steep wall, love the way he banks off that bottom turn into a big, high-impact frontside snap. And Stewie's really clicking into some of the form that saw him crack the semi-finals here last year now. Great flow through this inside section. And now adding some tricks. Always had that as a junior competitor. And he throws an air on that last section but can't quite stick it. Used to throw out a lot of Supermans back in the day.
But he saw the potential here and just executed nice and smooth wave face because of that previous wave. And, you know, knew full well, he's like, you know what, just because I'm down here, I'm still going to take this one because it's going to give the opportunity.
Really sick first combo. Just dropped straight to the bottom of that wave, put a bit of separation between himself and that wall, Pete, and it allowed him to just climb straight up into the pocket.
But look how this wave just kept giving. You know, again, all the way down. He's past that little Marley section. The judges are barely seeing this. You know, but when you take off in the competitor zone, you gotta, you know, judge the wave all the way for it so they could actually use one of the cameras to check this out and see how he did that back at the end.
Here we go, Ethan Ewing now trying to respond. He's had a bit of a sleepy start to this one, just a couple of 4-point rides. That wave's not going to eventuate into anything special by the looks of things down the line.
Chasing a 4-5 or 5 just to back it up. That was going to be another solid score. Let's see what he did on the outside. Saw that this wave had that steeper face. Nice move there, showing some innovation. Sacrificing a little bit of the size of the wave, just knowing that it was going to have that smoother and steeper face, but no inside connection.
Kaipo, he's tracked down a bunch of surfing icons.
Wow. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Ronnie. We got some live action that we're going to kick here, and it looks just a quick one for Ethan Ewing. More sets on the horizon. We're going to see if Stu's going to take one of those.
And learn, come back stronger.
You get the feeling Ethan's going to be bundled out here in the second round, having a real tough time connecting with a decent wall. And has a look at another one there, and it doesn't really eventuate into much. 2 minutes to go. And he's going to have a crack at another one here. Just caught behind for a moment.
Yeah, you can see by the body language there.
For Medina. So it'll be interesting to see once he hits the line up again whether that's going to hurt his chances of taking out this contest for a second time.
We haven't heard much, have we? Haven't seen him down here. I wonder if Kaipo can maybe give us a little word if he's been hanging out and watching, or if he's just online watching.
35 seconds to go as Stu Kennedy looks to wrap this heat up, trying to better a 7.17. Tapping back into the flow that saw him get past some big names into the semi-finals at this contest last year. And Ethan Ewing, just a great turn there. So just another preview of what this 18-year-old is capable of as he rolls through to the inside, looking to show us some fireworks here. Throws the reverse and sticks it. We're going to be seeing that right throughout the season, but it's just a little bit too late for the teenager.
A little bit too late. You can see this wave, again, a little bit smoother, being it's that number 2 or third wave of the set. Look at that nice glide, keeps that speed, but this turn, whack. That's the kind of stuff we're going to see from him.
And it brings a tear to your eye, Pete.
Here, you need
emotional. No, it's just so awesome seeing someone that just has a style so reminiscent of Andy. True. And have a look at this finish, just so tidy, just whipped it around. Unfortunately for Ethan, just couldn't find a wave early on, but good to see that little bit of fire there at the end. Very disappointed not to be progressing through this second round. But Stu Kennedy, a very tough draw in your first CT event.
Absolutely. You know, and again, on that sci-fi, which he rode to success, the new Buell sticker on there. Good work there, Stu. Got some mongrel in you.